Welcome back to Digi Bros.
Yay!
I think you're gonna continue the New York story, yeah?
Yeah, day 2.
Day 2.
I feel like it's gonna be hard to tell it while I fight this guy. It's a big dog!
Well, you made the announcement before it even showed up. You should react to it showing up,
Oh, it's a sword.
Oh my god, it's a big dog!
Oh, look at his face. Look at his little ears. Oh, he's mad. Oh, yeah. He's a big dog. He's a big old dog.
So, yeah. The dog has a story, too. Go watch his Prepare to Cry. I don't know what the story is. He's Artorias' dog, right? And that's like Artorias' sword or something?
Yeah.
And we're going to fight Artorias later in the DLC.
Yeah.
He's like the hardest boss in the game.
Oh, yeah. He thought Orange Side and Smoke was bad. Oh god, there's people who haven't played the DLC too, and they were saying in the comments, I'm like, dude, you don't even fucking know.
I literally
That's like the hardest part.
have seen nothing but the bosses from that. I've not seen any of the levels.
Oh god, the levels are awesome.
Yeah, I don't know anything about them at all. I've seen you fight. I don't even know the bosses that well. I just kind of know what they look like. I know that they're your favorite bosses, especially the dragon.
Yes.
Is like your favorite boss in the entire game. But anyways. New York trip, day 2.
Okay. Oh, shit.
This is going surprisingly well.
So day 2,
he's just walking in circles.
We got some sleep because nothing opens till 10 a.m.
Right.
And so today we were gonna go to the museum. Which first we tried to go to the HBO store and it was closed again. And so that was lame.
When does it open? Did you check for like times or something? Like
I mean, it was open. It was just they were doing maintenance on it. Like they were putting in some kind of new thing. And it took 3 fucking days. You look at it, it just looks like there's a dude building like a little shelf in like the lobby. You're like, why the fuck is it closed? Which is why we kept going back, because it didn't seem like it would say closed.
Right.
But yeah, it was closed the entire time.
Oh.
The last day I think we just called. But okay. HBO source. I gotta focus real quick.
You gotta drink this shit, dude. You're gonna get fucked. Roll, oh, yes! Oh, good rolls!
Oh!
Good rolls! Oh,
getting rolled.
Victor played a good role in the film known as Dirt. Dude. Okay. Alright. Sweet. Get his crotch. Nope. Didn't do it. But
shit!
It's okay. It's okay. It's
okay.
No. I don't know why you took a drink instead of rolling away
man,
when he was not doing anything.
That was
at the
totally
time.
what the best decision was.
That made no sense.
Alright, so day 2 of New York. on day 2 of telling the story.
Take only one try.
So it's gonna take 3 days to tell a 3-day story.
Yeah, I mean that makes sense. That's got an arc to it.
Okay.
Have I mentioned the first video was 50 minutes long?
Yeah. I'm not watching that back. Usually watch this shit back. Nope, I don't have time anymore. Was it 10 o'clock? Alright, that's not bad.
Yeah.
Okay. So, day 2 of New York. So we wake up a little bit later. Yeah, we went to the HBO store. I already said that. So we decided to go to like the awesome museum, like the big ass, I don't remember what it's called. Big museum in New York. It's near like Central Park. And we wanted to see the planetarium. And there's like an awesome planetarium movie narrated by Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Is he a good narrator?
Yeah, he's awesome.
Okay. I wasn't sure if they just put him on there because he's Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Nah, he's a great narrator. He makes it sound so interesting. That was cool. It's like you go into this giant dome and then you look at the ceiling and it's like showing you the universe and it's this total fucking existential crisis. We're just like, the universe is so fucking big.
That's the kind of thing I'd watch and be like, why did I come here?
Dude, it was destroying my brain. Like, I'm watching it and I'm just like, I already know all this shit, but every time it happens, like, it really just makes me feel so fucking insignificant. And, like, the universe is just fucking, just horrible.
You're like, well,
you're just like, wow.
I am now a nihilist again.
I'm a fucking nihilist. I was just like, how could you walk out of that, like, not having an existential crisis?
Right.
That was cool. I wanted to get a shirt there, but I didn't have one in my size, which is disappointing. We wandered around the museum. They had a fuckload of dinosaur bones.
Awesome.
Which was fucking rad. I was super excited about that. Because you see that shit as a kid and you don't remember it. You go there as an adult, you're like, dude, fuck yeah, dinosaur bones!
Well, not just that, but like, When I was a kid, like, my understanding of museum was place for dinosaur bones.
Yes.
Like, that's all I cared about. So, like, when we went to, like, the Smithsonian when we were kids, it's like, they have, like, a couple dinosaurs.
Yeah. No, this place had all the dinosaurs.
Yeah.
They had the fucking Triceratops, the Stegosaurus, some shit I never fucking heard of, some, like, T-Rex with better arms. I was like, this is insane. They had the T-Rex, they had a bitchin' Velociraptor, which was enormous. They had one of those fucking Brachiosaurs and shit. It was fucking rad. They had all the
How can
coolest
a Velociraptor
dinosaurs.
be enormous? They're only like 3 feet tall, aren't they?
No, this motherfucker was like 15 feet tall.
That was
like, it was
probably
a
not
big
a
ass.
Velociraptor.
No, it was definitely a raptor. It had the claws.
Was
it was
it
just
like
a big ass
maybe
raptor.
named something else?
It didn't. I didn't see
raptor?
the name, but I'm pretty sure it was. It looked like a fucking raptor.
I'm pretty sure the
cool.
current understanding of raptors is that they were 3 feet tall and feathered.
I mean, I'm sure there's like a bunch of different kinds. I don't fucking know. It was cool. It was a raptor. It was rad. Okay. I took a selfie with it.
It's like a raptor by like the Bacharaptor definition of raptor.
It was
raptor
cool.
Just looks like a T-Rex. So, anyways, yeah, you saw a lot of dinosaurs.
Yes, I saw lots of dinosaurs. It was super
saw
cool.
the dinosaurs.
They had a lot of animals, but they're all stuffed animals. It's like dead animals. You're like, this isn't cool. I want to see like living animals. They had like a giant like whale statue thing that was cool. Yeah, it's like I don't want to see animals that aren't alive.
Except the dinosaurs, because they're cool.
Cool part about this is that like, because Hope is a vet technician,
Right.
so she just graduated from vet school and shit like that, and her friend is also a vet technician, and you walk around with them looking at these animals and shit, and they can like analyze animals and stuff, and it's like super fucking cool to me to watch them like analyze like animal skeletons and shit, and you're like, dude, this is so legit. Whoa.
But I'm curious as to whether or not you actually remember that you can double tap drinking the
I know.
flask.
I did it once in Orsighted mode. I just never end up doing it.
So yeah, is that all about the museum?
We went to some stores in the museum. The museum was so fucking big, but we spent like 5 hours in that museum. Like, it was a long ass time exploring and looking at dinosaurs. And Neil deGrasse Tyson movie.
Wish I'd gone to that museum as a kid. Probably would have given me a better impression of museums.
It was pretty fucking
Because
cool.
I grew up like, okay, museums fucking
Exactly.
suck. They lie to you. They try to get you with dinosaurs, and they fucking give you all this other bullshit. I don't care about World War II
They had
planes.
the whole 4th floor was all dinosaurs.
Jeez.
Which is cool as shit.
The museum we've got here, the Chrysler Museum, is just art.
Yeah,
Which is
boring.
I mean, it's not bad, but
Just kind of like,
whatever.
yeah, I get it. These
Cool
aren't dinosaurs,
art,
so
sir, this is not dinosaurs? I was under the impression this was a museum. Where are the dinosaurs? Oh, you don't. Oh, museums aren't just.
Motherfucker, where are the dinosaurs? Okay, so we leave the museum, and now we decide we're gonna walk around Central Park. So we're like, oh, Central Park's supposed to be cool, you know. So we're going around. This is where we first encountered rude people. Like, the whole time we've been there, besides like the hobo pissing on the subway, like people have been really nice. You drop something, like they'll pick it up and be like, hey bro, you dropped something, and like they'll give you directions and stuff. Like if you look lost, we're like, oh, people in New York are actually kind of okay because you know it's Manhattan, so it's not like dangerous or anything. But like in the park. First, we're like walking down the street, and like I didn't notice this guy kind of jogging at us, and like you know, you're used to like a dude's jogging at you, you know, you kind of like move to the left a little bit, and he moves to the left, and then
flasks, you dumbass.
and then you don't run into each other. This dude, like, I try to brake left a little bit, and he just fucking guns right through me, like he shoves the shit out of me, and I was like, oh my god, that guy did not give a fuck. He was a fucking juggernaut. And then like we see another dude jogging, and he's like this kind of like big like. Sort of like mixed looking like black dude, and then we're kind of looking around, and then like he puts his arms out at his side like Jesus stance, and we're like, what the fuck? And then he spits.
What the fuck?
And like, you know, we were just kind of looking, like we were just kind of wondering why he put his arms that way, and then he looks at us and he goes, he says, "What? You never seen a nigga spit before?" We're just like, what? The fuck are you talking about?
They're probably fucking with you because of the fact that you're
I mean we're
tourists.
obviously tourists, you know, we just looked at this dude, I guess he didn't want to be looked at, And he just seems so pissed off. I was just like, oh my god. Like, this is the first time we encountered, like, assholes, and it's in, like, Central Park.
Right.
Like, this peaceful place. You must have fucking walked, like, a mile there, and there's really nothing. It's just kind of like, oh, there's rocks and stuff. We have rocks here.
Well, Central
Why
Park
am I
is
here?
not necessarily interesting. It's just a park.
I guess interesting stuff is supposed to happen there, but, you know, I thought it would be, like, neat.
It's just, like, it's the only park in New York. Like, I would imagine it's more
a
interesting for people who live there.
And there's, like, statues and stuff there, but, like, I couldn't find them because it's impossible to fucking navigate. So then we left there. And, okay, the one last thing that I wanted to do in New York was I wanted to go see the Queens Bridge as seen in the movie Manhattan by Woody Allen. It's like the iconic shot of the movie is that they're sitting at this bench in front of the Queens Bridge, and it's like super beautiful.
Right.
And like, I wanted to do that. My problem was that I didn't really look up where exactly that bench was on the Queens Bridge. I had just assumed it was in this one spot. So
this bridge is way bigger than you think it is, isn't it?
The story is more hilarious than that, and I feel so bad. But to get to the spot where I thought it was on the map, we had to like get off the subway and walk like 5 blocks down to it.
Right.
So we're already been walking all day. We're already tired, and then we decide, you know, we take the subway and we're walking there. And as I'm walking there, I'm like, the neighborhood starts to get a little like more sketchy looking, like not bad, but like a little sketchy looking. It's like there's obviously not tourists around here, and I'm like, this isn't gonna be what I think it is it? Right. And I had like that bad gut feeling like from the beginning, like it wasn't gonna be what I thought it was. And then we get to the end, and it's like just like this industrial kind of area, and you can see the bridge, and it's like obviously not the shot from the movie. And I was just kind of like, but I was so sick of walking. I was like, guys, this isn't the spot. And I looked at the map, and I see on the other side of the bridge there is Queensbridge Park, like over in Queens. And
the obvious fucking location of where it probably is.
Yeah, so I look at the map, I'm like, oh, it's obviously in Queensbridge Park, but that's across the bridge, and it looked like there was traffic on the bridge. So I was like, guys, you know, forget it. You know, I feel bad. And I was like, we don't gotta go see it. It's not a big deal. And then Hope, of course, is very stubborn. She's like, no, we're gonna go see this. We walk this way. You know, this is the one thing you wanted to do that you're gonna get to do. We're gonna go see the bridge. And so they're trying to call a taxi.
Right.
But we're in like a weird part, and none of the taxis are stopping. They're all full. So we're standing outside this building for a little while, and like this dude who was like a bellhop of sorts, kind of walks up to us, and he's like, "Where are you guys going? Like, you need help?" As if he seemed like kind of an asshole, like he was just trying to get rid of us.
Right.
Like, and then we're like, "Oh, we're trying to get to Queensbridge Park across the bridge," and he's kind of this weird face. And I was like, "What's with this guy's face?" And he's like, "Oh yeah, you're trying to get there? Oh, why don't you just like take the bus or something?" Like, yeah, the bus will go right over the bridge. Like, clearly like being an asshole, but like just trying to get rid of us. And I'm like, oh my god, this fucking sucks. I'm like, guys, let's just go home. And then we couldn't get a taxi, and so we see that there's like a kind of like
don't take your hand off the controller to fucking explain this. You're fighting a fucking giant wolf.
Okay, there's like a ski lift kind of thing that goes across the bridge, because between the bridge, like the Manhattan and Queens, there's a...
Can you talk with just your
mouth? No, I fucking can't. Look, I was trying to back up and get endurance anyways. Just let me play. Between Queens and Manhattan, there is like some President's Island. I don't remember who his name was. It's like Roosevelt Island or something. And so there's a thing taking you from Manhattan to Roosevelt Island. That's like a ski lift kind of thing. And we're like, okay, let's go ride the ski lift. It's closer than the subway. So we walk to the ski lift. We're riding that. That was pretty cool. It's like we're going over the bridge. It looks nice. And I was like, okay, maybe this will get better. But I still had that feeling like this isn't going to work out.
Right, it's not going to be what you think it is still.
From the island, you get off, and then you can take the subway over to Queens, over to where Queensbridge Park is. So we're like, all right, we'll take the subway to Queensbridge Park. And so we do that, and we get out in Queens, and I'm just kind of like it's very obvious, like you're on the subway, and you're like, none of these people are tourists. Right. No one's going to Queensbridge Park. You go into Queens, you get out in Queens, and you're like, this is the ghetto. This is Queens. And I'm walking through, it's like 3 blocks. I'm like, might as well walk all the way, but we're in Queens. This is not a nice place. We get to Queensbridge Park. This is not a happy park. This is like a bunch of Mexican dudes out playing baseball park. This is like a sketchy looking, like, unmaintained park, and I'm walking through the park, I'm like, this is not the fucking park from the movie. Like, it's obviously not. And I'm like, you know, maybe, like, this movie was shot in the 70s, like, maybe it's not the same. And then we get to the end, and I look at them, I'm just like, guys, this is not the spot. Like, maybe it's changed or something. And then, like, they're just kind of like,
why didn't you fucking just look up, like, where is the park from Manhattan?
Because on the subway home, we're getting the fuck out of Queens, because it was just, like, you know, pretty scary. And on the subway home, I'm just like, I'm just gonna fucking look it up, and it turns out it was on the island, which was super nice. It's like, it's on the island, and I'm like, it's obvious, because the whole point is that it's supposed to be looking out over Manhattan and giving you this great view from the island. And I was like, son of a, if I had just fucking looked it up, I would have known that we wouldn't wasted all this fucking time.
So you did actually go to the location?
Shit. No, we didn't. We just went straight home.
Like, I mean, we just left. Didn't you go to the island on the ski?
Yeah, but we didn't go to the bench on the island.
Right, but
we didn't go to the fucking spot. Yeah, we passed it and didn't go. And then, like, on the way back, I was like, I'm not gonna make them like stop at the island and go walk. I'm tired of this. And we were getting really hungry. I was getting super fucking hungry. So we gave up on going to the Queensbridge. The one fucking thing I tried to do that I wanted to do, and it turned out to be fucking hellish.
Alright, you did it. You beat Great Will Sif. Was that the end of day 2?
No, it's not.
Oh, well.
I mean, we can keep going. That didn't take too long, right? It probably took forever.
Just keep going. It'll be
Anyways,
fine.
so yeah. So that was very unfortunate. That was really the shittiest part of the day. It made me feel really bad because I dragged them around. And I was like, oh, I wish I had done my fucking research, which was the moral of the story of the trip.
I can't believe you didn't just look it up in the first place.
I had looked it up. I guess I just, like, didn't look it up well enough. Because I looked up what the bridge was, and I was like, oh yeah, the bridge.
Like, the whole time I would have been reading the Wikipedia article,
yeah, but
like, as I was
Wikipedia,
like,
that's what I looked at before, and it doesn't specify where on the bridge. It just says that it's from the bridge. And then, like, you know, it seemed obvious. Like, it seemed obvious when I was doing it, that it would be there. And then it's like, I was just totally fucking stupid and didn't look it up right. And I didn't realize it would be such a hassle to get to it, you know?
Right.
It seemed like it would just be something where, like, people normally go.
It's almost better that you didn't get to go there.
Yeah, I mean, it's a better story for sure.
Story.
And it wouldn't have been anything that fantastical to begin with, which is why I felt bad, because I was like, this isn't that amazing of a thing to do, and we're spending so much time trying to do it.
Didn't they do that in Parks and Rec? Doesn't he do that exact thing?
I don't remember.
He goes to see some bridge from a movie, right? In, like, the last season of Parks and Rec, they go to, like, New York or something, and he's like, oh, it's the bridge. Oh, it's from Inception. That's what it was.
Oh, God.
He goes, that's the bridge from Inception.
But, yeah. And the bridge is kind of dingy looking anyways. Like, it's black and white in the movie, so it looks nicer. Right. But then, yeah, I mean, it sucked. And so we're hungry, we're going back, and then, like, there were a couple other things we wanted to do. Hope's friend wanted to go to this wax museum in Times Square. So we're in Times Square, and we go to that wax museum, and it's like, the line outside is fucking ridiculous, and we're just like, nope, not worth it. Wax museum's not that interesting, let's not do that. And then Hope wanted to take us to this restaurant that she's been to a couple times called, like, Jackal and Hyde. And it's kind of like a goofy sort of, like, I guess, like, spooky themed restaurant where it's got, like, the animatronics and stuff, and, like, the people are dressed up in costumes and will do little performances and stuff, like this campy sort of atmosphere. And then that was closed, which apparently is, like, shut down for good from what we can tell. And so it was closed the day before when we went to Guy Fieri's restaurant, which is right next door to it. And then we go back and it's fucking shut down, and we're just like, and then it's also raining at that point, and we're just like, oh, this fucking sucks. And then, like, me and Hope are just, like, really trying to, like, be cool and, like, try to find more places on our phones. We're, like, searching through our phones, like, for places to eat. Just kind of, like, throw us a file. She's like, I just want a cheeseburger. We couldn't find anywhere with a cheeseburger. We're like, this fucking sucks. But then we ended up finding this Japanese place, and we went there, and that was actually really good. It was still, like, I still spent, like, $30-some there, but...
Alright, where the hell are we going now?
Let's go to, Dead or Chaos.
Oh, man.
Let's go to Crazy Fire shit.
Doing the hardest one first.
It's not that hard.
It's the hardest boss.
I don't like the fucking,
Donsong considers it the hardest boss in the game.
Yeah. I mean, it's just a bitch, because it's not fair.
So, is that the end of the day 2 story? Is there anything else?
Well, talk about the Japanese restaurant a little bit. That was pretty cool. We had some, like, great, cocktails. as usual. Oh no. Oh yeah. There's more to the day 2. Because we went to the Japanese place. We got drinks and stuff. That was fun. The food was super good. And then after that, we go back to the hotel, and I'm just like, I think it was like we wanted to go somewhere else. I was like, dude, we should just go back to the hotel and just like drink at the hotel bar or something. Like let's just drink a bunch. And then it turns out the hotel bar was closed, so we go out to like the nearest bar, which is called like something like the Greyhound or some shit, like some like cool name. We go in, it's a nice bar, you know. They're playing just like kind of rock music, and their menu is all of the drinks are named after authors.
I see.
And so, like, again, $14 cocktails, but I'm like, dude, I'm gonna get like drunk. Like, and so we each ordered 2 cocktails, and I ordered the Mark Twain and the Ernest Hemingway.
I see.
And both of those were drinks that just are fucking destructive.
I imagine the Ernest Hemingway would be a fucking heavy hitter.
Oh my god, the Ernest Hemingway was like straight alcohol.
Things.
Like the alcohol in it was like was 50% alcohol.
There's like 9 fucking Minotaur demons standing there.
But yeah, so Ernest Hemingway was 50% alcohol, strong as fuck. Hope got like the Oscar Wilde.
Oh man, that's what I would have got.
See, I didn't get it just because like I could sample hers. Like we all sampled each other's drinks and shit. I was like, dude, Conrad would definitely want me to get the Oscar Wilde.
Have you read any Mark Twain or Ernest Hemingway?
No, but I've read Ernest Hemingway in high school. I think.
Which one?
It was whatever like
The Old Man in the Sea.
I don't fucking know.
Was it The Old Man in the Sea?
I don't think so.
Oh god, you got 3. You got 3.
Ah, fuck this shit.
Get the fuck out of here.
But yeah, they were pretty good drinks. Strong as shit. So I got pretty drunk. Have you
read any Mark Twain?
What is it? What is
Adventures of Huckleberry Finn?
No, I haven't. See, I thought he was Huck Finn and Tom Sawyer. I didn't ever get to read those.
God damn, man.
Yeah.
I didn't read shit. I read Old Man in the Sea and Huckleberry Finn, and I probably read Tom Sawyer as like a kid.
Oh shit! What
yeah,
the
I think
fuck?
I read Tom Sawyer as
he
a
crushed
kid.
me. Today's
Like
Tom Sawyer, he
kid.
gets high on you.
Like not in high school, but in elementary school.
So we had drinks, got totally drunk, went back to the hotel and played Pokemon cards. That was pretty fun. Arm wrestled Hope, and that was hilarious. I think that's it.
Oh, for day 2?
Wait, there was a funny thing.
Going
out to the bar, like there's turnstiles everywhere, and like Hope's friend is like afraid of turnstiles, and like I was being a dick, and I decided to like run in the turnstile and make it go super fast, so they have to like go super fast through. But then like as I'm doing that, like some dude goes to enter the hotel, and he just looks super fucking pissed off. Like he's had a bad day, and he sees this fucking dipshit in the turnstile. Which I wasn't even drunk at this point or anything. I was just being like a spaz, and like I didn't think anyone was coming. And he just has this fucking furious face. And he gets it, and he just shoves it, and I like jump out and like try to dodge, like it flying at me. I was like, oh my god, that dude was so fucking pissed. He was like immeasurably pissed.
All right, is that it for day 2?
That's it for day 2, I think.
All right, next time on Digi Bros. Holy fuck.
Yeah.